Silly goat. What are you doing? Hi, I'm Ulysse. I'm looking at games from a design perspective, trying to pick out what things I think work well and what could be better. Yes, this is a game, and it's called Goat Simulator 3, a third-person, open-world sandbox game where you run around starting shit and completing quests. At the beginning of the game, you may get the impression that there's some story or other about the Illuminati you're supposed to follow, but pretty much after the opening cutscene, the open world is open to you and there's not really any specific direction you're supposed to go in. You mean I can do whatever I want? Yes, exactly. This game is like Grand Theft Auto, except the main plot doesn't matter and you are constantly unlocking more and more tools of chaos. I actually think this could be a good exercise for game design. Play a game and ask yourself what you'd change to reduce the friction, the challenge, a bit, to make the game go off the rails. In a lot of ways, Goat Simulator 3 is just your traditional third-person open-world shooter carved into a novelty machine. It's like social media, except far more interactive, engaging you in creative ways. The first point to notice is that the game removes many of the traditional barriers you might experience in other games. There's no health, nobody really attacks you. Technically, you can get arrested, but there's no prison, no wanted level. Cars are hard to destroy. There's a licking mechanism, where you can basically pull any movable object around, even ones several times your size. When the physics get weird, the game just rolls with it. No, actually, the goat just rolls with it. Your movement in the game is very fast and unimpeded. You can run up walls like in The Matrix. There are fans to blow you up, radar dishes to shoot you around, electric wires and fences for grinding, bouncy objects to help you jump into the heavens, and every car is fitted with turbo acceleration. Many of the unlockables in the game also make it easier to get around, either by giving the tools to you directly or an enemy using them directly on you. Now, you may think that having a bunch of strange objects that mess around with the physics of the world could create glitches. Yes, the game gets very silly. Glitches are a feature of the game. My favorite was when I discovered that using Captain America's shield in combination with a pirate hat that lets me summon huge tentacles from the sea could also be used as a form of fast travel. I really never got sick of this. Some other notable examples were reenacting levels from older video games and the log that just keeps on growing to the end of the world and that nuclear bomb. Many of the quest names are a play on words or charming pop culture references. I actually found it quite entertaining to puzzle at what was meant by each name. One of them even seems like a joke on the player, basically asking you to hit an ATM 500 times. Really though, the silliest quests were the earnest ones, like cleaning up the garbage on the tennis courts by blowing away would-be litterers with a leaf blower, or helping construction workers lift a container off an injured coworker into the sky. Okay. Silliness is only one side of the coin, however. Every sandbox game needs chaos, and Goat Simulator 3 casts you as the agent of chaos. There are just so many objects to interact with in this game that get reset when you break them, and they make sure you know when you break them because every interaction you have is shown on screen. Every character has a name, and nothing feels better than listening to their pretentious one-liners, usually directed towards you, and then giving them their comeuppance. Instant karma. In slow motion. Yeah, this game is a revenge simulator. Well, it's many games in one, and constantly encourages you to play differently. I'm a street racer. How can I drive this car to the sky? I'm chaotic evil now. What's the biggest explosion I can make at this gas station? I'm Spider-Man. Whee! To add to the chaos, when you get something new, they just automatically equip it, encouraging you to play. And that expands when you play with others. Everything you can do, they can do too. One of you can be tearing up the farmlands, while the other person blows up the city. You are both just silly goats that are just trying to have some fun in a world of stuck-up humans. One thing I think they could have gone further with is a combo system. Currently, the game tracks all the interactions you have, but handing out points to buy more outfits whenever you complete an interesting sequence of moves would reduce any feeling that the game has slack or downtime. Blew up a car, headbutted a police officer, Lick the mailbox. Here's 5 points for you.
Oh crap. Oh no. Oh crap.
I'm finished. Now. Bye. Meh.